All right, body paragraphs for this essay. And the nice thing about all the body paragraphs in this essay, there are three, like always, but the nice thing is all of the body paragraphs are similar in structure and like what you are writing, just different topics. So, for body paragraph 1, you're going to be writing about your character's view of himself. For body paragraph 2, you're going to be writing about your character's view of the setting. And for body paragraph 3, you're going to be writing about your character's view of the other character. Please make sure that before you write or even start working on these body paragraphs, you have this chart done. So in this chart, if you haven't done it yet, you're choosing your character and you are just following all the instructions here. So how does your character view himself at the beginning? What happens in the story? This is where you give me a specific moment in the story. I should be able to read these moments, what happens in the story, and find the exact paragraph you are talking about. Okay? So this column will help you with body paragraph 1, this column will help you with body paragraph 2, and this will help you with body paragraph 3. So back to our essay, because our chart's done. For all of our body paragraphs, we'll go up to body paragraph 1. You always start with a topic sentence. So it says, introduce the topic of this paragraph, your character's view of himself. For this first sentence, I have given you a fill-in-the-blank sentence, so fill in the blanks. Then, in every single paragraph, you will have a setup sentence. So again, follow the instructions on your essay organizer, but right here, it says briefly introduce the first data point you will be presenting. So say something like at the beginning of the story, Rainsford and Zaroff have a conversation. Or at the beginning of the story, Rainsford falls off the boat. Like you're just setting up your data point. You're telling me kind of when in the story it happened. You're just getting it started. Then in your data, you are describing a moment in the beginning of the story in detail. This should be super easy because you already did this in your chart right here. You might even be able to copy and paste from your chart. So your data point here should be 1 to 2 sentences long. You are not telling me your character's viewpoint. You are just telling me a moment in the story. What happened in the story? Don't analyze it. Don't explain it. Just tell me in the story, this is what happened. You are just paraphrasing or summarizing a moment from the story in your own words. Your warrant then, this is your moment to really explain things. So follow the steps here. There are 2 parts you need to answer in every warrant. It says, based on your data above, how does your character view himself at the beginning of the story? And how does your data prove this is your character's viewpoint? So part 1, just tell me what your character's viewpoint of himself is at the beginning. So say something like Zaroff views himself as the greatest hunter ever because, and then explain to me how this moment in the story, whatever happened here, proves he is arrogant or proves he is cocky. Please do not start any warrants with the words this shows. When in doubt, start with your character's name and just say Rainsford views or Zaroff views, and then just tell me what your character's perspective is. Then you're going to have a transition in the middle of the story, later in the story, next, after that, and you'll repeat the same exact steps. You'll go back to your chart, and now you're in the middle of the story. So tell me this moment, and then tell me how your character views himself. Repeat that same steps for the ending, and then for your finishing line here, just do exactly what it says. Summarize this paragraph and changes in your character's perspective of himself. Depending on your character's perspective might change or might not. For example, if you chose Zaroff, he remains pretty arrogant and cocky the whole time. That's okay. It's okay if your character's viewpoint stays the same the whole time. Just simply state that in your finishing line. Your second body paragraph is the exact same thing, except now you are talking about your character's view of the setting. So how does your character view the island and the mansion and the jungle? You are using the middle part of your chart to do this paragraph. Do the exact same thing. I have a fill-in-the-blank linking topic sentence for you. The nice thing about this essay organizer, well, and all of them, is all the instructions are here for you on the essay organizer. So you should be able to kind of follow along. So data point 1, it tells you exactly what to do. And remember, when you click under, it will already be in blue. Your third body paragraph then is your character's view of the other main character. So it'll be Rainsford's view of Zaroff or Zaroff's view of Rainsford. And again, back to the chart, using your third column. If you did a good job on your chart, this should be really easy to do. Just some friendly reminders. Data points should be uber specific. I should be able to read your data point, find the exact paragraph you are writing about in the story. That's how specific it needs to be. Lots of details, 1 to 2 sentences long. Your warrant then, you're just answering these 2 questions. Please do not start with the words "this shows." When in doubt, start with your character's name. Last resource I want to show you. At the top of your essay organizer, where all the video links are, it says, click here for a presentation with information, tips, and examples that will help you write the body paragraphs. If you find yourself struggling and needing more help, look at this presentation, flip through it. I have examples of data points. I have examples of warrants in this presentation. I have some words that I recommend you use in your warrants. I have some examples or ideas of the way that your character could view himself, the setting, or the other character. I have some examples of transitions. So please use this presentation as needed, especially like this is a full example of a warrant. So if you are super struggling on writing these warrants, look at my example and try to model your writing after that. So again, on your essay organizer, up here with all the video links, it says click here for a presentation with information, tips, and examples. So use this if you need it, but that's your body paragraph video. As always, if you need help, let me know.